Hey there, I'm Cole Hoeing. I'm heading to LA to dive into the heart of filmmaking and reconnect with an old friend. Come along as I explore new experiences, revisit old memories, and discover what's next in this exciting adventure. Growing up in Dyke, it really mattered if you were part of sports or if you were part of a certain clique. If you didn't have the right last name, you weren't really anything. Playing in sports, I was really big into baseball and football, and I had that kind of stripped away from me when I went through my foot surgeries, and I was also diagnosed with a nerve disease called Charcot-Marie-Tooth. It really affects my ankles and my toes and my fingers. I was in cast for like 6 months at a time, and what else could you do other than watching TV and movies? What really helped me a lot was like watching like interviews of actors and directors interview each other, and even watching like breakdown scenes of movies of like certain scenes with like CGI, how like certain things are put together compositionally.
My name is Pokey Spears, and I'm from Dyke, Iowa. Some of my best characteristics as a filmmaker comes from growing up in Iowa. It's the seasons, it's the shoveling snow before wrestling practice, and it's the community teamwork of being an athlete, and that translates 100% into filmmaking if you utilize all the good in that. It's the discipline to be able to get to set. It's the discipline to collaborate on a vision to bring the director's vision to life. Messed around with some casting directors in LA because they wanted to cast me for some reality series, and unfortunately I didn't get it. But fortunately I didn't get it because it led me to an audition in Atlanta. And that audition was for like a special ability in the movie Insurgent. And so fast forward like a week, I'm packing my car and I'm moving to Atlanta because I got the job. And I was on that movie Insurgent for 3 months straight. And I was with principal cast every day. And I was a very lucky person because I was able to walk into one of the bigger sets that was happening in Hollywood, but it was in Atlanta, and see it at that scale. I got to see a proper camera team. And from me, at that moment, I didn't realize what I had. But that's essentially how I started off in the film industry is I was a talent. I wanted to be a stunt double, or I wanted to be, and that merged into I wanted to be an actor. And it kind of full circles back to why, Cole, you're out here, because you and I met when I was 13 and I used to babysit you, and in the small town of Dyke, Iowa, you know? So when you reached out to me and told me you're gonna start taking these classes, it made me excited because it's like I'm confident in letting you know what you could do to help further your career and maybe guide you in a way where I needed the guidance that wasted years of my life doing the wrong thing, you know?
So living in Iowa, it's very small communities. And coming out here to LA, it's really opened my eye that there is more to just living in Iowa and being able to reach out to people that you do know. The lighting aspect really brought to my eye, even working on set to even setting this up today, that really brought an eye of how much light can affect a certain mood of the film. The equipment that was used, the cameras and the dollies, that really opened my eye of how a production could really be utilized. I feel like Iowa could really benefit, bring in the new revenues of bringing in like the catering aspect of it, bringing in the people that work behind the scenes, the crew members, and even the local talent. It could really open up a whole new world for Iowa and bring in that community sense of people being able to help out in the film industry that they might not even get a chance to do it in normal life. And it could really open up a lot of people's minds, because really right now Iowa is known for just like the open cornfields. Iowa, it's so vast compared to being out here in LA.
One of the benefits about being in LA is the networking aspect of it. It's, you know, the cliche saying, it's not what you know till you know, and it's very true in the sense of my experience. As soon as I got to LA, I knew one person that might have a set that I could come on and work, and from there it compounded into certain shows and certain opportunities, and it leveled me up really quickly, and my network started to grow really fast.